our short little break there. We got the party mostly leveled real quick. And so, guys, find your way out of the temple without problem. You notice that the sun is starting to set once you exit the temple. And
once Luke is
go
out
ahead.
of the temple, he just lies flat on his back and just stares up at the sky.
Are you okay there?
How's the fire
Great.
doing that we
Everything
had?
is great.
How's the fire doing that we had set outside the temple?
This island is charred black.
Good place to be laying, Luke.
I don't even care.
Are there any frog's legs cooked in the charcoal?
No.
Oh.
Unless you like them burnt, in which case, have at it.
Well,
They have been consumed by the fire. This fire has been going for like 2 days now.
Okay.
Because
feel
control
so
wind
bad
only
for
lasted
everyone.
for 10 minutes.
I thought it was an hour.
Either way, it's gone by now.
Yeah.
It's well and truly gone. And nobody is mourning its loss. So Luke, you lay down on the ground, and you can still feel the heat from the fire.
Luke literally couldn't give a damn.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
I'm looking down at Luke. What?
Now that we're outside, I go ahead and put Striker down.
I'm gonna stop and do a bit of a medicine check on myself and try and patch up some cuts and bruises I have on myself.
Yeah, I go to assist.
Okay.
I consider stepping in between them, and then I decide not to, and go find the nearest tree and climb.
There are no trees, Striker.
You can climb
There are
the
no
pile of
trees.
charcoal.
This
Everything
entire
is burnt
swamp
to
has been burnt to the ground. You have Quirk to thank for that.
I got an 18 on my medicine check, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I think you only need...
Does the temple have a roof, a ceiling, something higher ground?
Yeah, okay, so you recall from... I'm pulling up the swamp map high level. Again, it hasn't been updated to show the burning devastation that's happened to it. But the roof was angled, Striker, and there were some columns at the front of the building as you were entering that you probably could use to climb to get up on top of the building.
So Stryker has a very strong need to climb something.
Okay. Go ahead
So
and
I will
roll,
climb this. Do
go
I need
ahead
to
and roll
roll
your
anything?
athletics.
I rolled a 19. Finally, a good athletics roll.
All right, nice. So you go scrambling. You guys notice? Are you doing this stealthily, or are you just like as soon as you get outside, you're bounding up it?
As soon as Adron puts me down, I'm climbing up. I don't even care who sees.
Okay, so you just go bounding up this column, very monkey-esque, as you go climbing up the column. shimmy along the front ledge a little bit, pull yourself up, and like tumble up onto the top of the roof. It is slanted a fair amount, but you're able to get your grip and get yourself anchored in pretty good on top of the roof.
Who was that?
That was probably Ian.
It was Annika.
Oh, okay.
For once, it wasn't Anne timing out.
Good. Okay, so Ari and Adron, see, you were just assisting her, right, Adron?
Well, I was assisting her, or getting injuries that she couldn't reach, that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's why I went ahead and did a full roll.
Okay. So yeah, I mean you're able to assist her. I don't believe the medicine kit actually allows you to heal wounds. It lets you.
It stabilizes.
It stabilizes. So,
Stops her from bleeding, that sort of thing.
right. So it's more for flavor than anything.
Yeah, I just
In this
I don't
particular
need it.
instance, anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So the sun is starting to set on this island, and you guys have a little bit more sense of peace than while you were in the dungeon, but not much more.
You guys think it's worth it to camp here, or should we go to the mainland?
There were bullywugs here last time, and although much has been burned, I do believe they may want their island back. I say we go somewhere a little bit safer than this.
That's fine with me. Let's go back to... What town did you come from?
Almraven.
How far away is Almraven from us right now?
I don't know. I was never there.
I suspect that we will have to be camping out here in the swamp tonight. I suggest doing so in a tree.
There are no trees left.
Going to the mainland.
Well,
We're on an island right now.
it's just the island that burned.
Yes.
Right.
So
Right,
if we
just the island that burned.
if we swim across the little lake, there are trees over there.
Oh, I thought he was talking about a tree on the island.
No,
No.
we're getting off the island.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Let's go.
Okay, guys.
Did-
Real quick, because I forgot about this before we took our break. I just put into the party sheet, upper right-hand corner icon.
Okay. Oh,
And
that's
you
top.
look at your
top right.
inventory. That is the loot from the dungeon.
I'm not on the party sheet.
Oh, let me fix that. I can fix.
All the parcel items?
Yes.
And we don't know what the unidentified items were.
Correct.
Hey, Quirk.
Should be on the
Wow.
party
Maybe
sheet now,
muted.
Torin.
Yay.
Yeah, I can identify all those things.
Let's do that once we get to our campsite. We want to make sure that we are safe before we do anything.
Okay. Would that amber there happen to be in the shape of a rod?
It's a stone.
Speaking of inventory, that's something else I have to do for Torin. I just hope Roll20 will cooperate so I can actually get down what he had.
Okay, let us go then. And I
It's
start walking
just
towards the
a
water's edge.
it's a small stone quirk.
Okay.
Did we have to swim before to get onto the island?
Yes.
Yep.
I did not realize that.
This
I
is gonna be fun.
fly.
So
Oh.
what?
Don't worry, I'm helping Ari across.
That's great, but I'm in heavy armor.
So am I.
Um,
I'll sink to the bottom.
If
need
you're
to-
trying to get off,
Hey,
hold
Clark.
on. I can help you here. If you look.
Phrasing.
Thanks.
Giggity.
So are you kind of like looking at the water right now, or what?
Torin?
Yeah.
Torin was just kind of following everybody. If everybody just takes off, he just kind of stands there and like, heavy armor, water, they don't really mix well.
I could help
Yeah.
you guys across if you want.
I can help as well.
How do you guys plan on doing that?
I'll just
Yeah,
put
like,
up
are we
a
gonna-
floating
the
disc,
building?
and you can sit on it, and then when I fly across, it will follow me.
How much weight can that floating disc carry? Because I'm also in very, very heavy armor.
How did she-
Up to 100 pounds, I believe.
So I'm more than that.
500 pounds.
500 pounds. Sorry.
I'm not more than 100 pounds.
Well,
Alright,
you have
nice.
to add up how many people it's going to have to take over.
I mean, he could do multiple trips as well.
I can fly over and back.
I feel like there's a riddle here somewhere.
So, seeing that Ari is going to be taking the floating disc over, I hold my hand out for Striker.
Breaker is up on the roof.
I just climb up, and I don't take his hand. I just climb up.
So you're just on top of the temple?
Well, no,
Well,
we're
no, I went down as soon as people were talking about women. Sorry, I probably should have said that. I was like, nope. Just kind of walk past everyone, climbing on the disc, whatever the plan is.
I'm swimming across.
I jump in the water to wash off, the remains of the temple. Swim across as well.
Oh yeah, man, they're all gonna get a bath.
Baths are nice.
If you two are good, then I'm going to go
If
across.
you don't have a swim speed, how fast can you swim?
It's half movement.
Like, how does the swimming without a swim speed work?
It's considered difficult terrain,
Oh.
so half movement.
I start swimming
Striker
across.
just jumps in the water and starts swimming.
Luke follows.
I stay pretty close to Striker as we're swimming.
You guys get to the other side uneventfully, and you're able, Luke, you of course were their guide, out of Almraven and into the swamp, and now it seems like you're their guide again to get back to Almraven, unless you guys are just sleeping here. And I think you said that you were just gonna climb up into some trees here and
Yeah. Climbing into trees and sleeping is a good idea.
Find a good place then.
Torin is not okay with climbing trees in heavy armor. He will
It's
sit
okay.
at he
You're
will
still.
he
you're
will
still
sit
on
at
the
the
disc.
base of the tree and like lean against it.
You can just hop on the disc and come up.
I would rather have my feet on the ground if that's okay with you.
Okay.
I'll stay down there with him.
And I'll stay down on the ground as well.
Despite the fact that I oh.
all right.
Okay.
The sun is now set beneath the trees. It's starting to get really dark. When you guys first came in this area, there were fires lit by the bullywug camps and such, but you don't see those any longer. This place is pretty much a ghost town now.
I cast my cantrip Produce Flame in my hand, and I hold it up to get as much light as we can.
Oh, that's a good idea. Torin takes his mace and kind of like puts the handle into the ground and then casts light on it.
Okay.
Are we at a camp spot right now or no?
I mean, if you guys are creating a camp spot, then yeah. I mean, you
How
create.
far away from this island do we want to get?
You guys are heading in this direction, back towards
Is there-
Almraven.
I mean, you said that there weren't any signs of the bullywugs, right? I mean, if it's been 2 days, you would think that they would have come back sooner if they were going to come back.
Right. No signs of the bullywugs that you could.
I still say we should probably get a little bit further away from this place, if only to get away. I mean, even if they do come back, there's a chance they could come back to take that risk.
How long will it take us to get back to Almraven?
Let me take a look at the map again. Yeah, you guys can pull up the map of Faerun Large. Like.
That is a map and a half. Holy cripe.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful.
So many lines and dotted lines, and it's all so confusing.
We're down southeast. Near the first forest of Myrrh, to the west of Almar Mountains, and below the Marching Mountains, we have the Spider Swamp, which is where.
Ah, okay, I see the blue line.
Almraven is where we want to go. I think that's actually where. I think I came from there.
No, you were further north.
I came through the Forest of Myrrh.
You were in Cormanthor, the Dale Lands. You were up top here, Jonas.
No, as I was like how I got into the Spider Swamp.
Yeah, you would have come in through the Forest of Myrrh.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I just wanted to know which way, if I would have gone to Almraven yet or not.
Yeah, I mean it's about 30 miles from Almraven to the Spider Swamp.
I say that we camp here and then we travel tomorrow.
Agreed.
If this place is as far as you say.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I'm pretty tired.
Let's find some trees, take our own watches, and then we should be able to get through the night and head back to civilization.
I can also put up an alarm.
Well, Torin points out that he's pretty much wide awake since he didn't really do anything. So he'll take the first watch as long as people need to.
Whatever works. Let's get our campsite ready first.
If everyone's willing to stay in kind of a 20-foot area, I can just put an alarm up and then be good if anyone comes. It'll wake us all up.
Just make sure that those of us who may need to step away to relieve ourselves do not set off the alarm when we come back.
Oh yeah, I can do that. That's no issue.
Also, when we get, I'm guessing we're back on the mainland now and off the island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are probably like right here-ish.
I call for Arya, by the way. As soon as we get back on the mainland.
Ah, yes. You hear the rustling of something in the bushes, and when you call her name, see a head up from out of the bushes, and then she comes bounding towards you.
There you are! And I pick her up and I put her on my shoulder.
Yeah, she
Thank you so much.
comes leaping at your chest.
I grab her and I cuddle her and I pet her. There you are.
Her machine happens.
Who's your friend?
This is Arya. She's my companion, my cat companion. Been with me for a while now. I couldn't take her into that dungeon. Who knows what would have happened, but she knows how to survive on her own out in the wilderness, so I let her go. She always stays with me.
Is Leonis a ranger?
No, this is...
He's a druid.
I'm a druid, but this is all for role-playing purposes. I'm based on my character's background.
Oh, okay.
Like, Arya does not fight in battle like Quibble does.
Oh, okay.
She's just adorable.
Oh my god, Quirk, why? Quirk, why you do this?
Okay, so as soon as the camp is finished setting up, I've made the mental note that I probably need to talk to Stryker, in the near future. But the more I feel pressing conversation that needs to happen would be with Ari, so I pull her off to the side.
Okay.
Love the
I
background
have a
music,
question.
too.
Is there a tree nearby?
Camping
Yeah,
by trees.
you've got a lot of trees now near you.
Okay. But, like, when he pulls her aside, can I stealthily try to, like, eavesdrop again?
Of course.
Because we all know how well the last time went.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna have you do. Roll your stealth. Ari and Adron, roll your perception in the tower.
Alright, guys. Rolled good.
You said perception.
Yeah,
Do you want me to,
you can
do you
whisper
want
it
me
to me.
send this to you privately?
Yeah, Ari will have to do the same as well.
Okay. Adron and Ari, go.
Before...
So, Ari, follows after Adron, and finally, once he stops and they're at a distance away, she turns to him and says, "Yes."
I heard what Quibble had to say to you while we were in the temple. Wanted to make sure first that you were okay.
You mean about
I'm pretty
my,
sure he meant Quirk.
That's what I said.
You said Quibble.
I meant Quark. Sorry.
I got it. Talking to birds. I assume you mean about my being a hypocrite. Yes, I'm. Yes, I'm fine. It's not the first time we've been called such things.
Well, one thing that I noticed as I was looking through, and I actually pull out the book, soggy though it may be at this point.
Arya just smiles at the fact that he still has her book. She assumes pretty much no one else in the group still has it.
Looking through the book, it does not directly mention anything about arcane magic being wrong, and I cannot help but wonder where such a belief would come from.
That would be because the General Church of St. Cuthbert doesn't exactly agree with the beliefs of the order I'm a part of. I'm part of an order called the Rosy Cross of Truth that... it's complicated to explain, but basically my order does not believe in the use of arcane magic.
One would then have to wonder if perhaps someone within the order was pushing their own agenda. If I mean no disrespect, but by the same token, it was, the world was made according to a certain logic. Ergo, arcane magic is a part of that logic, and to ignore logic, no matter what portion of it, is to lie to oneself and to be illogical. So
Ari
you should
at
not.
This point, Ari at this point just puts up her hand to stop him and looks up at him and... Look, Adron, I respect you, but these are life decisions I've made, and I can't explain to you why exactly I believe these things, or why my order believes these things. These are things that, unless you're a part of our church, unless you've been indoctrinated, I simply can't tell you some of the things that we know and that we believe.
I do not mean to make you uncomfortable. I am simply seeking to understand and to learn. It brings me pain to see someone so beautiful deny a part of themselves.
Ari, at that point, just looks him dead in the eyes, and just... Look, I've personally seen the things that arcane magic does to people. The form it can twist people into, and I have my personal reasons for not agreeing or trusting its nature. Thank you for your compliment. But... And she breaks eyes contact with him and goes to turn away from him.
I put a hand on her shoulder before she walks away. I will not bring it up again unless you wish to discuss it. Just know that I am here for you and I will support whatever decision you choose. And I slowly remove my hand and let her walk away if she chooses to.
Ari's just gonna stand there for a moment, and then she just kind of looks back over her shoulder and smiles a little bit and says, "Thank you, I note your support." And she looks like she's gonna say something else for a moment, and then she closes her mouth and nods a little bit and turns and walks away.
Striker, you heard every word of that.
Of course she has.
Yes.
While this is happening, I'm also going to turn to everybody whenever they're done.
Also, everybody in the camp, you may or may not realize that Striker is missing.
Well, I'm going to look at. I know they go off, and when they do, I'm going to see. I'm just going to talk to the people who are currently in the camp. So if I don't see Striker, then I'm going to assume he's not here.
Torin notices nothing. because he doesn't know anybody.
Also, they're not here to get the stuff. So... Oh, money.
Holy crap!
That's a lot of money.
Wow.
How much money did you give us?
That was a lot. There was a lot of treasure to be had on those 2 floors.
Only in the rooms that we went to?
Yeah.
Oh, what else did we... Okay, anyway.
Wow, we have 54 platinum pieces?
Wait, we have what?
That's what the party coin thing says.
I cannot
have-
see that right
That's
now.
roughly platinum's roughly 10 gold. Is that what
Yep.
it is?
Yep.
Still, that's a
Well,
lot.
shit.
That's
Oh,
5,000.
Oh, yeah.
That's 5,400 gold each.
Just
Oh,
so
in
Ann
platinum.
and
No. 540.
Easy street.
Yeah, 540. Sorry.
just so Ari and Striker know, the money we got was 457 copper, 3,143 silver, 54 platinum, and 1,200 gold each.
Each?
Each.
Each.
Oh my.
Did you math that properly, kid?
I did.
Oh my
Holy
god.
balls. Okay.
That
I
even
need
went to
to-
Torin, who did all the stuffing.
I'll fucking take it.
Honestly, I'll be the
Torin's
one that
going
divides that
shopping.
up. And I'll be like, here you go. Anyway, when they...
Torn stands up, says, "Fuck y'all bitches," and walks away.
You actually, or...
Shopping
no.
montage.
Okay.
I'll cut you.
Yeah.
I'll cut
Ari's
you,
just gonna
man.
cry as she donates all of that to her church.
Okay, before... I'm going to start talking as soon as they go away, by the way.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I see them walk off, and I turn to the whole party, and I'm like, well, we got a lot of stuff from that horrid place. Quirk, do you think you could identify everything that's in here?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I give all the stuff that we don't know what it is to him, and that's when he identifies it.
Okay, and
I'm gonna interrupt
sh-
this to just realize, I came just to an epiphany that in the map, if I hold down the middle mouse button, it actually moves the map around.
Yep.
I'm proud
What?
of myself
I didn't
for
know
finding.
that.
Yeah,
it does.
you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and then if you want to move the map around, you can just hold down the middle mouse button and it moves
I
it.
didn't know about the middle...
You can also move your character with the middle mouse button as well. Like if you middle mouse click on your character and then drag, it'll set your movement.
Just made this whole interface a lot easier to use.
Anyway, so... Sorry, Adron.
I was just saying, when I get back, I immediately look around for Striker.
Okay, I think I'm still talking.
So go ahead.
Not to cut you off, I think that you two are still talking, and then I'm talking to them.
Yeah,
Sounds fair.
When I put all of this stuff in here, I thought that I had more with it. Thought that there were a few low-level magical items there. So keep talking, and I will actually replace as we need to.
Okay. So I give the bag to Quirk the bag, all the stuff that we have to Quirk to identify. And then I turn to Torin and I go, so, who just appeared, who know anything? Why you were sent here? You certainly helped us out, don't get me wrong. But...
I definitely could have done a lot more than I did, that's for sure.
That's fine. We got out of there. Just know why you showed.
I think it was
You said
probably
you're-
the same issue that brought me here?
Well, I was. Was he in like Almraven? Is that what you're gonna say?
Oh, maybe we should give you some background. Well, this whole group, and I kind of gesture to everybody.
Well, that question was for Kalea.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Say it one more time.
Are we gonna say Torin was in Almraven?
No, you were in a completely different city.
Okay, because I didn't actually. Again, I didn't really come up with a backstory for this guy because he was used in a one shot and then another campaign that just stopped. So I just haven't thought about doing a background for him yet.
I can avoid asking questions about background.
So
You'd like me to?
We're gonna put it this way: whatever city from Torin, and you can use this entire map to come up with your backstory.
He's actually from this plane. That's new.
Yeah, at least he's from this plane.
Well, I think you're a special case.
Oh. Okay.
So wherever you choose to be from, Torin, that is where you were transported from. And when you were transported, you got the urging from your god because of a sense of danger that you should, that there were people and beings that you could help through that portal. You were getting a sense of danger about it, but there were people that you could help there. And you were urged to walk through.
Okay.
Okay.
So he kind of relays all that, and I was walking in the middle of town, and portal just popped up right in front of me, and I started to back away, and then I heard my god Mishakal tell me that I was needed on the other side. So because it came from my god, I didn't even second guess it. I unsheathed my mace and I walked through. And I just ended up inside there.
Thank your God that you did, because you did help us out, no matter what you say.
Is Mishikal a common god? Like, would we all know who that is?
No. Not common at all. In fact, Mishakal falls kind of in the same vein as Saint Cuthbert. Over the years, Mishakal, as well as Saint Cuthbert, have been losing followers.
No.
But Ari, you definitely know about Mishakal.
Oh.
Just as a side thing, nobody ever knows who that is. I took the name right out of the player's handbook.
Well,
every time I bring her up, nobody knows who she is. I'm like, I got her right out of the player's handbook.
Yes, but the thing is, Mishakal is more of a Greyhawk god, and we're in favor.
We're in Forgotten Realms. So the way that I've sidestepped that is by these gods are not well worshipped here. They still exist. They still have some power. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing. But they don't have a very large follower base.
Okay.
They're the hipster gods. Only
pretty
hipsters.
much.
Only hipsters follow them.
That is the exact word I would use to describe Ari, a hipster.
Okay, so that happens. I'm like, well, we don't really know what that whole adventure in the temple is about. And I turn to Quark and I'm like, Quark, can you explain what exactly this stone that I'm holding does? Why we went in there? I went with you guys because you guys attempted to...
So
it's part of what powers the arcane machine that runs this entire realm.
Arcane
and yeah, so
A machine runs the realm.
So basically, this entire...
I'm gonna step in and say planet.
Okay. So this planet is actually a arcane construct that is run by a machine at the center of it. And these are the embodiments of life and the elemental components that are mixed in order to make this planet be a reality.
Let me know when I get back to the camp, Kalia.
You would have
Yeah,
been
same.
getting back right about now.
And
Okay,
I
I
just gotten back for him.
Yeah. I see him holding out the stone. I walk over, I take it from his hand, and
Don't let him take
I
it.
will say again.
I don't let him take it.
Well, no.
If somebody's just trying to grab something out of my hand,
I'm not trying to take it. What I'm doing is I'm taking it and I'm trying to hide it in your tunic or in your bag. This should not be brought out ever.
Okay. Can we get the full story on why we are getting it? As I do tuck it in my tunic, but and then I say, "You guys tried to help me, so I'm going to try to help you guys. I need to know the full story about what all of this is."
You guys just kind of brought me along for the ride. I have no idea what's going on either.
We're trying
So-
to save the world.
Okay. Back when this world was created, the elders at my temple teach that it was created as a system of balance. Part of that balance was, for lack of a better term, a machine that kept things moving, kept things alive. In order to do so, these stones, this I learned only recently, these stones are, for lack of a better term, the conduits used to do so. These stones should be in the machinery itself, and instead they were removed, and it was deemed that for life to continue upon this realm, this material plane, that it was up to the beings living within it to find the stones and return them to the machinery. The individual who tipped us off about this entire, I guess you could call it a quest, I do not fully trust. So we are going to gather these orbs and we are going to put them back into the machine ourselves, so that they cannot be abused by anyone.
Who was this individual?
He was the advisor to the Pasha in Kalimport.
Says Minotaur Skeleton one. Okay.
Ari is really intently listening to this because she actually hasn't heard this before yet from a drum.
The stones out. This? I'm asking a drum that.
You broke up there. I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, sorry. Who do we think took this away from this first place?
It was apparently the gods, because they were like, hey, we made this thing for you, but you guys need to show that you can actually take care of it, so we're going to take out these key components and put them in weird places so that you can go on a scavenger hunt and get them and put them all back and prove that you deserve to live.
Leonis just looks really confused at this point.
Luke just has his jaw dropped a bit and is just like, what?
So we're here. You guys went in that temple to. Okay.
if life is to continue, we need to get these stones back into the machine. The more individuals we have on our journey, the better off we will be. But I will not force you to join us. I have accepted this mission, and I have told you exactly what I intend to do.
Leonis and Adron, as you're talking, you see Stryker leap from a tree that she was in previously, very near to where you and Ari were talking. See her leap from a tree into another tree with a rustle, and we did it very deftly, but you're still able to hear and see this. And she's leaping closer towards the camp now.
I make mental note of what tree she started in, since Ari and I were just there talking. But I continue. This is a mission that I have undertaken. I will not force you to go along with it. The advisor, his words were that this mission came straight from the Pasha. However, I was unable to meet with the Pasha, and everyone I talked to said that the Pasha was more of a hands-off individual, leading me to not trust the advisor as much as I probably normally would. I do plan on keeping these stones out of the Pasha's hands. Thanks to Quark's knowledge, we were able to at least get an idea of a general area of where each of these stones would be. And if you guys would, I would like you to come with me.
Ari, having not formally said this before, after Drum stops speaking, she steps forward, close to him, and says to the rest of the group, My God has sent me on this mission for a reason, and even if I don't wholly understand or believe or even agree with what is being said here, I do think that whatever we're about to do is something that has to be done for the good of this world, and so I'm with you.
I reach over, I squeeze her wrist in a thank you, but don't linger, don't try to hold her hand or anything. Just a thank you.
A quick. I'm not going to say that because phrasing.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, exactly what you're thinking. Okay. Jonas is silent.
As Ari finishes speaking, Torn stands up from the base of the tree, wipes his hand off, and then holds it out to Adrian and says, "This is why I left home. And if my God says that you need help, I am in no way to say no. You have me. You have my help."
Adron, clasp hands, nods, and looks at the others.
I'm still silent right now.
Luke shrugs. I ain't got anything better to do, might as well.
And Luke, by you saying you ain't got nothing better to do, you were realizing that your days were filled largely with just drinking and hoping that the next needed tour guide would show up, or your next gig would show up, for lack of a better term, to pull you out of the drinking and get you doing something.
Quark, what do you say?
I was already in, but I'm waiting to see how many of you guys are joining, because I like you guys, and I think that we should all stick together and be friends.
Oh, I just realized I've been talking as the Minotaur skeleton this entire time.
Yeah.
That's
said
not
something about
creepy.
it, but I didn't. Yeah.
Torin's not going to take anything out of the party inventory because he just got here. So
I found a cool thing.
Well, I finally I look at Adron and I say, "Is Striker with us as well?" I'm guessing.
Apparently, only I and Ari saw her leap from the tree to...
Oh no, I saw.
It was Leonis.
Oh, it was Leonis.
You and Leonis.
Okay.
I have no idea she was spying on us.
Yeah, I saw her leap, but I'm just talking directly to you.
She's not on the ground. She's still in the trees, as far as I'm aware.
No, I know. I'm asking you because you seem to have the closest bond with her.
Oh,
She's not here.
although I don't turn my head, I sort of flick my eyes up towards the tree.
I understand.
That is a choice that she will have to make. I cannot speak for another person without having had the discussion with them first and knowing 100%.
That's fine. Well, ever since I left my tribe, I've been looking for my own reason. And I think I have finally found it. I will help you guys to the best of my ability to save this world, whatever may on it right now. And I put my hand up to Adron, and I looking for a handshake.
I clasp his hand and nod as well.
Okay.
All right. So
Also, and then I say, so where is Striker?
Torin sits back down at the base of the tree.
So, I nod to everybody. I shall return. And then I say a little louder, Striker, if I could speak with you a moment. And I walk off back to where Ari and I had spoken.
Okay, well, I found some cool stuff here.
What'd you find, Quark?
Want to know about it?
Yeah, what'd you find?
So, there's a cloak of protection. It gives you.
and those are actually tabards. It's not an actual cloak. It is actually tabards.
What are tabards?
The leather piece that Anakin wore in Revenge of the Sith?
No.
I'll find you a picture.
I was
So-
trying to figure out what you were talking.
So a tabard is essentially a sleeveless shirt. It doesn't...
So a tank top.
only without the side pieces. It's like a poncho, only it's slightly narrower than your shoulders.
It's a shirt that you wear over your armor.
Got it.
Okay.
What else did you find, Quark?
So just for mechanics' sake, would that count as armor?
It gives +1 bonus to AC and saving throws when you wear it.
Yes, but that does it really matters if
It does not count as armor.
Excellent. So essentially, Adron could wear it and not take any
Adron
penalty.
could wear it.
But he's not there to hear everything, so...
No, you are not.
There's also boots of elven kind.
Ooh, elves?
Yes.
Hey, you're there.
But I don't know if you would want
Damn
something
it.
like this, because it's an arcane object. You have issues with that?
I'm just.
I love this. And you would have advantage on stealth rolls too, and I
So-
love that you don't want this.
So, technically, Boots of Elvenkind are not magical items, but they are for terms of mechanics, but they were based off of moccasins. Just for a history note.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
so there's also this cool ointment.
Oh, can I see that?
Yeah, it's called Keotorn's ointment.
I think
It's Keaton.
Holmes.
No, it's it's pronounced Keaton's with a long E. Keaton's.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All I could think of was Kaopectate, and I know that was not going to be.
No, it's Keaton's.
Ointment. This glass jar, 3 inches in diameter, contains 1d4 plus 1 doses of a thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe. The jar and its contents weigh about a half pound. As an action, 1 dose of this ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin, and the creature that receives it gains 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
Sounds very good. Should we give this to somebody who doesn't have always the ability to heal? No offense, Torin, but it's
None taken.
if we can, as many people that's even able to heal as possible, help us out in a sticky.
Well, so I already grabbed that potion of healing earlier.
I grabbed one as well. What do you two say? And well, one. What do you say, Luke?
I'm kind of torn between the not cloak of protection and the boots.
Yo, guys, I'm just saying, if a drawn bot striker present, she might want to talk. She might be a little more open to a conversation.
Adron's not here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Adron has no say over the division of things at the moment because he's waiting for you over by the tree.
You made a bad life choice. She's not there no more. Listening to the entire conversation at camp.
Do you say anything, or are you just still up there?
You hear a tiny voice say, "Those boots look really cool."
I thought you went over with Adron.
And then you hear the sound of her face palming. No, I was the whole
You're cutting
time.
out for me, Anne.
God damn it, that's the worst roll. Okay, I was here the whole time.
Was that a deception roll?
I'm not sure.
I think we're about to lose her again.
Yes, it was. I just need to figure out how. I rolled 8. I rolled for it and sent you the result privately.
Okay, everybody put your insight. Anybody that would like to put your insight into the tower for me, please.
I don't like that. Yeah, nope. I rolled a 23. Well, I rolled a 19 plus 4.
Okay, I gotta do this for the first time.
Yeah, if you
I
just
probably should have put it in the tower, but oops.
if you just click and drag to the tower, it'll roll it there for you.
I rolled it before I realized that she said tower, and then I was like, oops, that was a problem. My apologies.
I think I did it correctly.
I haven't seen anything yet, Torin. Just grab your insight. You can drag the insight skill down into the tower. Yep, there it goes. So, Striker, as soon as these words leave your mouth, you realize that this is the worst lie you've ever told. And Leonis and Quirk, you realize it as well.
Striker, gotta try to be more
Torin
convincing
even
than that.
realizes it. And he's new to the group.
Did
You-
Quibble?
Yes.
Even the stupid thing knows, stupid familiar knows that I'm lying. God damn it.
You get a rolling eyes from a hawk.
Poor life choices there, Striker.
Impossible.
Luke is just
Okay,
thinking
so
about getting a drink.
I call up to Striker.
I climb down
Striker,
from the tree.
what were you saying?
I climb down from the tree and I go, okay, fine. So it wasn't the whole time, but I was mostly there. Okay.
You know Adron's waiting for you right now.
Fine, if I have to, I guess.
Go over, talk to him. Tell him when you get over there that we'll save some items for him to pick from whenever he gets back.
Okay, fine.
Thanks.
I go over. I go back to where I was earlier. Oh man.
Are you stealthing up there again, or are you just climbing up and jumping?
No, I'm not climbing. I'm just gonna go walk towards the drawing. No, I'm not getting higher ground this time.
Okay. So yeah, you walk. Are you guys done at the camp for a little while? or-
Enough that we can wait for you to get back.
Okay. So when
Unless anybody else had anything to say, sorry. I don't want to be running the conversation.
Okay. I'll take that as a cue that go ahead. When Stryker walks up, she sees Adron, sitting in the lotus position, or Indian style, or however, whatever words all mean the same thing that you understand.
Does that mean he's at eye level?
Actually, you're ever so slightly taller than him at this point.
Okay, because she's about 3 feet, roughly.
Yeah, you'd be just over him.
Okay, it's fine.
Is everything okay?
You wanted to see me?
Is
Sure, I'm just... Yes, everything's fine.
You seem a little upset about something. And I wanted to make sure that it was not something that I had done.
You like her, don't you? And Stryker says this kind of, she's having a hard time saying it. It comes out like she's having a hard time with the idea.
I am intrigued by her, yes. But if there is something I should know, please tell me.
Damn it! All the
I
feels.
if I am a man of honor, and if I am stepping where I should not, I will back off.
You see Striker's posture kind of relax, and she's struggling with something that she wants to say, but she's having trouble with it, and so you hear it, but it's barely a whisper, which she says, "You like her better than me."
I reach out and I pull Stryker into a hug. No, it is not a like better. It is a like differently. You are the closest thing I have to family at this point in my life. With Ari, I see a chance at a romance that I may not have had in the past. If this is upsetting, then I can set it aside for later. But in the end, we each must follow our hearts. I will not leave you behind. That I swear, no matter what outcome may happen.
You promise?
With everything I have and everything I am, you are my family.
Okay.
I'm only, for lack of a better way of putting it, looking to expand the family.
I like her. She's a little crazy, but I like her. If she'll make you happy, I guess I could be okay with it.
Thank you. And this is not anyone leaving anyone behind. This is us growing our circle, making it stronger.
Okay. Are you okay though? I heard earlier what she said.
You were listening. Well, it wasn't a no. To me, it seemed more of a, again, not trying to speak for her, but the way I interpreted it, and I could be wrong, but it came across to me like there's more you have to hear, but I'm not ready to tell you. So we shall see what comes of it, what doesn't come of it. Only the future knows.
Oh. Okay. I give Adron another a tight squeeze, like I don't want to let go. And then I just walk back to the camp without stealthing.
Before she lets go, I do, kiss her forehead as I get up and walk back with her.
All right. So, Adron and Stryker rejoin the party. I'm going to assume that you guys have still been discussing with great interest who's getting what items.
Yeah, from what
Yeah.
I've been trying to do this entire time, that was in the chat, like between both the Skype chat and the Fantasy Grounds chat, is just talk to the people who are still in the camp about what they want, so I can tell Adron and Stryker when they get back.
So they're back now.
Okay, cool. Welcome back. You guys good?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Now to the fun part. We have some things that we need to out. We have this ointment that seems to be, from what Quirk said, seems to be a healing ointment. We have this boots of Elvenkind. I don't think they fit me, to be completely honest. And they'll help with dexterity. Like, they just seem to be good boots. Seem to help with stealth. And then we have this tabard. From what Quirk says, it should really help with fights and protection. What do you got? From what I understand, a lot of people are interested in the tabard, and a couple people, of course, myself, Torin. Well, Torin said he's not getting anything, but myself and Quirk probably can't wear the boots of Elvenkind. And then I'm interested in the ointment, if no one else is. What do you guys say?
If the ointment helps to heal, I mean, I could hang on to it. It would, for emergencies. It's not something I really do right now.
Oh, really, Adron? Sorry.
I mean, the ointment.
Sorry, Adron posted that they would adjust to anyone.
Yeah, that's out of character.
Okay,
Yeah,
But
sorry.
yes.
I did not
Screw
know
up.
that, and I'm going to retcon
I
all
thought we were
what I just
doing-
said.
Okay.
But back to in character. Well, that makes sense. Do you, like, in case somebody gets hurt, would you be able to get to them and heal them up with this ointment, Becker?
I could go in and out without much issue. I'm pretty nimble. Hey.
That's fine with me if it's fine with everybody else.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Ari nods.
Luke shrugs.
Adron also just nods.
Okay. Then Stryker gets the ointment. And I guess we'll put that into her. I guess you'll have to put that into her sheet, Kalia.
I can take care of it. Yep.
Okay. Now, the tabard. I want it. There are better people to take this than me. What do you guys want? I'll let you guys decide this.
Well, either the boots or the tunic, either one would be useful for me. However, the party comes first. So I will leave it up to the rest of you to decide if I should get something or not.
Who really needs the armor? Ari gestures kind of to the heavy scale mail that covers her and says, "I'm pretty armored up myself. I mean, though I'd like it. I think that whoever needs it should get it.
Out of character, what's your AC?
16.
Adron has a higher AC than Ari does. He has He has a 17.
No offense, Adron, but I'm trying not to give it to you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I completely understand. Here's
What's your AC?
Mine's
Leo.
14.
Mine's 13.
And
Mine's 15.
I'm
Oh,
18.
God. Wait, you're 18?
Sorry,
haven't-
14.
I have an 18 for an AC. So
Oh my god.
heavy armor, bitches.
Okay.
So does that put me at the lowest AC?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Luke, would you...
Can I has?
Do you say that in character, or do you say that as a person?
Both.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
imagining him,
I didn't realize this. I could have gone into the party sheet earlier and told you exactly who had the lowest AC.
Oh, I probably could have done that as well. Oh well.
You guys
Go
don't
home,
actually
Luke, you're
see
drunk.
what I'm seeing there.
I'm not right now. Jeez.
We can still see AC, actually.
See order in XP tab, I think.
alcoholism.
Yeah, but in our main party, we can see AC and perception.
Oh, you do actually see the main sheet. Okay.
Yes. If you want it, Luke, you can have it.
All right, I'll take it then.
Okay. And the boots. These boots seem to be pretty good for staying quiet. Do we want to give this to one of our heavy armored friends?
I know I make a lot of noise when I walk around.
Does that...
It would cancel disadvantage for her. She would be rolling normally.
That's what I assumed. Do you will that affect you being hit? Would it affect your overall armor that you wear right now?
I don't think so.
She wouldn't be able to wear armored boots with them, but
Well, yeah. If nobody
Does
has
anyone
any
else
Yeah.
need them? I'm not very dexterous, to put it moderately.
personally I feel that either myself or Striker should have the boots. Simply because they are designed to assist in moving silently, and as Striker or myself would probably be out in front scouting things out, silence is of utmost importance in those situations.
Well, that is true. If we are moving as a party and we need a stealth, somebody... I kind of gesture to Ari with her... yeah, I know. We need to... As a group, we need to also be quiet.
I'm fine with either Striker or Drawn getting the boots.
And if you want to, it's fine.
And I think so. Adron, you said you're a wood elf, right?
Da.
And these are elven kind, right?
Da.
Those are the same sorts of things, right?
Oh my god.
In this particular case, the boots of Elvenkind simply mean that they were either made by elves or made in the same style as elven boots, so that they give us the same sort of
They make them pointier?
no.
Oh.
Quark, it's okay.
Did they have chest spots?
They all, everybody, all mammalian creatures have these chest spots. They are called nipples. It happens.
Okay.
We
I
will
look at Quirk, and I'm like, this is not the time, dude. This is not the time. No,
Alright, and with that, guys, we're gonna wrap it up for the evening. as the party bickers late into the evening about who gets what items and where nipples come from and what they're used for.
Torin slowly questions why he decided to travel with these people.
Oh, I'm the same way right now. Don't worry.
All right, I want to thank everybody in chat for joining us tonight for Desert Winds. We're here in the 3 hours prior to Critical Role, which is 6 p.m. Central Time, until Critical Role starts, and I will go ahead and get that hosted right now. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, people.
Bye.